Hello, stream. How are we doing? Do we feel beautiful? Alright, let's see if we're live. Just double checking. Just double checking. The YouTube has not yet seen me. Have I ever told she doesn't see me yet? Hello, God. I wish I could turn off autoplay. They make it a thing now, which, like, great for my views, but, like, terrible for when I want to just try things. Is this happening? Oh, it is. Oh, it's live. Wow, look at that. Okay, one watching already. Oh my god. Oh my god, do you all love me? You're not here yet. Don't even pretend. Don't even pretend. Alright. Let's do ourselves a favor and share the link. Gotta open the Discord. It's still here, folks. This is the neighborhood treehouse. We're just gonna throw that in there. And we're also gonna throw it here. And we're also gonna throw it in the burrow and self-promo. And we'll throw it in the place where it needs to be the most, which is right here. Bam. And we'll see if anybody actually comes and goes live. Wow. We'll see if that changes anything, chat. I have not been live in forever. The odds of me, like, putting together a good stream today before I get back in the rhythm, pretty damn low, not gonna lie to you. We got about 2 hours of time today, so hopefully we can turn that into something. How am I still leaking coffee somewhere? What is happening? Chat, this is gross, don't look. You just gotta get the coffee lines off so that the coffee rivers don't change nothing. Don't get the desk dirty, you know? Some people use napkins. God gave you the greatest napkin of all. You know? I hate myself for that, chat. You don't have to hate me for that. I hate myself for that. 1 o'clock on a Sunday. Do people give a shit? Probably not. Alright. So, I need to make a one-shot, chat. And I need your guys' help. Solely because this is an idea that I've had forever. Did I get rid of it? Let's see. Oh, shut up. I still have all of my stuff for it. I still have all the monsters I want to use, which we might actually just change. Because I play tested the boss that I want. Which, like, it's going to be a bunch of level 6s. So, like, it might still be difficult. Because, like, we're talking about using a Nightwalker, which is a good little boy. The problem with a Nightwalker, oh wow, we need to move him over here. What are we doing? Also, why are we window capturing? Gross. Screenshot, bam. So we want to use a Nightwalker. The problem with that is, like, this guy could be, there we go. Now we're more full screen. Okay. The problem with this is, like, I don't know. We run into a certain amount of problems. One, this is a CR 20 theoretically, yet we get no fucking no legendary actions, no legendary reactions. Like, the action economy for this thing is kind of garbage. The problem is like the amount of damage it can do in, like, one swipe, one hit, that kind of thing. It can be super crazy. The problem is it's a very melee heavy undead creature. And so it's one of those things where it's like, dude, at the end of the day, is this actually going to be something that is viable? Because, like, at the end of the day, it is a CR 20. This is, like, a huge boss for, like, I think 5 level 6s to fight. But also, I don't know. You know, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. I need to go to advanced audio properties. Oh wait, I just need to hide this guy. Can I just hide this guy? Okay, cool. Is it gonna hide it on all of my views? It is. Okay, cool. I try to keep my audio tracks to a minimum, because if they're not to a minimum, then what's the point, chat? Yeah, so my biggest problem with the Nightwalker is that we're sitting here and we're like, okay, here's a kind of mid-tier to bottom-tier CR20 that's pretty melee heavy, has one Finger of Doom charge, right? And it recharges on just a 6. I'm gonna pull up my dice. Have I shown you guys my new dice bag? This is what the wife made me. So she's perfect and I love her. It's got a hole in it already because I have a lot of dice in there, but that's okay. It's not super huge, so like dice don't fall out. I almost had a catastrophe when I traveled to St. Louis last, to visit some family, that I almost lost some dice. So we have a bunch of rando dice in here. Not a lot of anything super crazy. A lot of dice though. You know, it's a pretty heavy ass bag. Can I just shield my face? There you go, and you can see all the dice in there. You know, it's a D&D stream, we need dice. What if I just had like a, no, I was thinking about it for a second and I was like, what if my like keyboard desk pad was like, I mean, it still could be like a decent dice pad, but like, I don't know, just feels wrong. Anyway, these are some of my favorite dice. Look at that guy. It's all like, oh, so beautiful. I'm using a lot of my like super cool dice for an active campaign that we're doing right now, but overall, God, I love dice. Anyway, so like the average damage that this thing can output is what, 5d8, which like, it's not bad damage, but like 5d8 plus 6 necrotic is not like a lot. Granted, I get two invigorating focus attacks, which is a 15-foot range, you know, and then I also have the 66 if they fail a 21 Constitution saving throw, which could be possible. The problem is like, if you're like a level 11, which is like a small party of like 3 or 4 level 11s, probably take this pretty hard, but like level 6 or 4 or 5 level 6s, I don't know. The granted, they don't have that high of an action economy either. The thing is like, I'm teetering the edge here of being able to have minions for this guy, or also nothing at all, you know? And like, do I just have it the one guy and then have trash action economy for no legendary actions or resistances? Or do I, you know, suffer and make some minions? Or not. We run into a problem here. And I don't particularly know how to solve it, which makes me want to get rid of it. So in my opinion, I'm going to switch to another, cause like, here's my other fight. My other fight's going to be great cause it's a bunch of sacred statues that get, possessed by eidolons. And the eidolons each have, or the statues have 95 health. And so essentially an eidolon will possess, right? Will possess a sacred statue. And then they essentially get like all of the abilities of the sacred statue. And so if I remember correctly, so yeah, it would use all of its stuff in place of its own. So like Divine Dread, each creature within 60 feet of the eidolon can do a 15 saving throw and be frightened for a minute. Now that I'm looking at it, the eidolon actually doesn't have... The eidolon actually doesn't have a... The eidolon actually doesn't have a attack block, which actually might not be super crazy. Now 60-12 for a slam attack is crazy. That's the thing, is I was going to have 2 sacred statues and some eidolons, and then the eidolons come out and they can, you know, just fly around pretty much. They just fly around and they have several immunities to pretty much everything. And then I can just 1d10 them by moving through other creatures and objects as if they were difficult terrain. It takes 5 force damage. Oh, that's not even an attack. Damn. Tough. Eidolons can't really actually do that much, it looks like, boys. So, like, we run into that issue, I guess, as well. Sacred statues are going to be doing a lot of the damage here, but that's 60-12. Let's not fuck around and say that's not a lot of damage. I mean, let's pull a couple d12s out just for a little show and tell. How am I low on d12s? Okay, what do I have? 4 here. What is the attack? It's 60-12. We can easily grab a couple more d12 here. There's a green one. There's another green one. I mean, that's 15, 21, 25, 32. 32 damage, which is bludgeoning. Which, you know, your barbs are going to resist and your fighters are going to or your barbs are going to resist, right? But, like, damn. This shit is not anything to shake a stick at. And throwing a rock, which is 60-10, which is not going to be pretty either. You know, these things help immensely, you know, against the threat that is, or not threat that is the Eidolon. But, you know, you want to be able to have, like, a decent action economy that does something even after you, like let's say this is like a phase, right? You hit phase 2 of the fight. You don't want to... Ooh, that was a good roll. Even though... Oh, actually, no, that wasn't. It was like 3 ones. Jesus. That's 10, 29, 25. So 25 damage by throwing a rock, and that's bludgeoning too. Yeah, like that is not bad shit to shake a stick at. So, like, end of the day, not bad, but fuck. And this is like mini boss territory, so it's not something that has to like nuke them. I don't know, I just feel like we can do better. And so, you know, we have all of these, ignore that. We have all of these guys, you know, that could do something. And I don't know if they're like how I want to handle this. And so we struggle in that regard, you know, we struggle a little bit. It is what it is. So, let's go to DnD Beyond. I'm gonna make a new tab here. And we're gonna do this. And then we're gonna go DnD. Now, I don't know how a lot of people feel about D&D Beyond. I personally love the motherfucking thing. But, you know, it is what it is. Oh, Lazu is dead. I forgot about that. We need to print Lazu, because he's officially dead and I need to... Tough. Lazu died, folks. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, let me pull up Lazu here in a second. Lazu Montolf. Go over here, turn this off, hit the properties, Lazu Montolf, character creation. Great, love to see it. Get the chrome filter, and then bam. Alright. So yeah, Lazu Montolf, who's like a really cool Kenku fighter. His fucking character art is god tier. I don't know if I have Lazu's character art on here. I might actually. D&D characters. Character art? Do I have that separate? Thumball. Who is this? Is this wife's character? Yeah, it's wife's character. Yeah, no, I just have... Huh, yeah, I have nothing. Okay, let's print Lazu Montolf really quick. His character sheet's pretty stellar. Let's not show you how I print, so you can hack my printer. 7 sheets of paper, letter on both sides. Let's not do color, let's do black and white. Boom. So I print a lot of my character sheets. I also download them as PDFs so that I have them forever. That's like my goal. I like having like copies of them forever. So when I'm not using them actively in a campaign, or I don't want to have them in D&D Beyond. Now, I could just keep Lazu there forever and just have him on me at all times. But Monotolf? No, I had Montolf. Right? Never feel that way about a character you make. What's their name? I fucking forgot. Montolf. Yeah. Montolf. Okay, cool. I got that right. Okay, cool. And then we throw his character sheet in there. And if I had art for him available right this second, I would do that. But he was a cleric. He pretty much immediately died of fall damage in a fight we were doing in like a little round robin fucking fight or flight boy. Put more paper in. Come on, Toe. A lot of pages. I'm gonna toss this real quick. I'll be right back. One thing I will say that you like never think about needing ever is a stapler, and let me tell you, it changes lives. So I always have a printout, I always have a PDF, and then if I have them in D&D Beyond, I have them in D&D Beyond. But especially if I retire them out of D&D Beyond, I will. Yeah, because I retire a lot of the characters that I'm not actively working on. I don't know, it's just how my brain works. I delete. So he's deleted. I have Julia Novin. I have Vildar the Twileborn, who's for the Legend of Zelda campaign that I'm doing. I have Goth Dravenwood, who is my current main campaign guy. Gabriel Ovengard, who I actually is gonna stick around for the fight against or the little round table round robin thingy we're doing, because we're technically in round 2 of that fight, but Lazu literally fucking jumped off a cliff, and he's a Kenku, so he can't fly. Instead of being a fucking Aarakocra and having like 15 fly at the very least. Which would have been super advantageous, but I was like, yeah, he's a Kenku. And then he just can't fly, so he can't save himself falling off a fucking ledge. Now, he did get kicked off a ledge by a Githyanki warrior. A lot of things happened that are unfortunate and we wish didn't happen again. But I think Jula Novin is huge. We'll do level high to low. I think Vildar needs to be saved for a different time, but I think Jula and Gabriel are super nice because I have, a druid, I have a barbarian. I would love to have like a long-range wizard or something show up now, which is why I was using Vildar, because he's a fighter wizard. He's a war magic wizard fighter. I think he's not Eldritch Knight, because that would be stupid of me to do. What's his fucking breakdown? He's a Battlemaster fighter. Yeah, he's pretty badass. He's the boss for my Legend of Zelda campaign. He's eventually going to become a level 20, which is why I don't want him going anywhere. Xavier I haven't gotten to play in a long time, and it's kind of a bummer, because Xavier Dolphus is a rogue warlock who's got like a pretty decent backstory. Let me read you the backstory for him really quick. Where'd he go? There he is. After an accident at sea almost took his life, Xavier was rescued and conscripted by Sorora Elaine, the Archfey of Water, to collect the fragmented pieces of the Black Diamond. The Black Diamond is a relic typically owned by the Archfey Queen of the Air and Darkness, but her rival Sarlula fragmented it in their last exchange. Sarlula. Xavier was left to pick up the pieces to pay the price of his life. After finding and collecting the fragments, the diamond was stolen by a few undead zealots for the Queen. The fragments were meant to be mended by the sorcerers before Xavier and his new pact did them in. After collecting the shards, he returned them to Sarula and was blessed with magical gifts and the patronage of the Archfey. So that's like how he got his little warlock aspect. I don't know if I want him to like continue being like warlock, but like the goal that I have, right? Because he's still got Eldritch Blast, he's got that 1d10. I think he uses it. He gets 2 beams because he's at level 7 right now. So like the further he gets, he can get more beams. I think 11 is 3 or 4 or something like that. So like he can still get a little bit out of his spells, and he gets that Hellish Rebuke, that Inflict Wounds, Witch Bolt, Eldritch Blast. He gets like one more thing, Booming Blade, he gets these things that can help rogues see like spiritually a little bit. So that's super cool. I think he's a Phantom Rogue, because we wanted him to have the spells that he gets just by having that class, which is invisibility, which will help him sneak around, pretty much make him... Now, again, his fucking stealth is a +10, but you never know. You could fail those. You could roll a 1. So just using invisibility to like get through that is super helpful. There's a rapier, short bow, studded leather. Like kids rolling in it a little bit. So, and then we've got all of our friends here. You've got Lyle the Phantom Owl, which is a homebrew, my homebrew pet, fun fact. He's literally somebody I never use in any of these campaigns. But he's fucking great. Look at him. Let me see the image. Can I visit? Is that a thing I can do? Okay. Yeah, so I get like multi-attack. He makes 2 attacks, 1 with antlers and twice with its talons. Wait. Can make 2 attacks, 1 with its antlers and twice with its talons. So it can do 2 antler attacks, or 1 antler attack, or 2 talon attacks. That's very confusing. They need to reword that. But look at him. He's fucking dope, dude. And he's just fucking skulking behind me. Almost, he's supposed to be like a demented owlbear. Believed to be a magical mutation of the owlbear, the Kipine. The Kipine takes to the skies above forests instead. Cloaked in its thick, feathery hide, its arms have evolved into large, flexible wings, and its hind legs tampering off into a pair of sharp talons. On its flat face, large moon-like eyes that gift it with excellent night vision, and tall ears are capped by a set of imposing antlers that is used to gouge larger prey. A Kaipine's keen senses afforded a nighttime hunting ability that, when paired with their swift reflexes, give it its reputation as its once most notorious natural predator. In a similar fashion, the Kaipine shares the unbridled aggression and stubborn ferocity of the owlbear cousins. They prefer to keep to themselves, silently sneaking about, often stealing ornate trinkets and gold to hoard their nests like dragons. So yeah, they're super fucking ballin'. Love this thing. Super cool, fun homebrew character. But yeah, so I have that. as like one of my characters, and then you've got Ted the Human Fighter, Mort the Undead Warlock, you know, like excellent little things. So like Xavier Dolphus, one of my favorite characters I've ever made, may I just say. I need to screenshots. Oh. Those were when I was trying to make Garth in Baldur's Gate. Didn't really work out for me, let me tell you. Oh, where did I put? I feel like I have Xavier in here somewhere. I do. Do I have his art? I do have his art. Excellent. Look at how sexy this man is, chat. It's really, it's almost too much to bear, some might say. Look at him. Gorgeous. Gorgeous little boy. Gorgeous. But yeah, so he's a pretty sick rogue. He's a sea elf, so he gets, you know, pretty sick piratey background as well, which is, you know, why he was at sea, that kind of thing. But you don't have to go like swashbuckler. You get a couple things for being a sea elf that like make it interesting. Now, like swashbuckler is like just a really good overall rogue trait to have. It's just I wanted to be different. That's why I chose Phantom for rogue. That's why I'm like buying all of these virtual and like testing out all these different subclasses, because I feel like a lot of people don't use a lot of these subclasses. Like Jula Novin is another perfect example of that. She's a female Shader Kai druid, who is a Star Touch druid. What are they? A Circle of Star druid, which I feel like not a lot of people use. I have not used Wild Shape once to turn into an animal. I've only used it so that I can cast Guiding Bolt at 5th level 3 times. For absolute free, which again is fucking, or it's not 3rd or 5th level, it's fucking 2nd level, I think. What level can I cast Guiding Bolt at for free? I have 6th level spells now, huh? Oh, that's right, because I have all my spells now. I have 6th level spell slot. Where the fuck are my features and traits? I get Guiding Bolt at 1st level for free 4 times at level 11, which is still, fun fact, for free 4d6 damage, not burning a spell slot, and I have so many spell slots. Like, how many spell slots do I have in general? I have 4 first, 3 second, 3 third, 3 fourth, 2 fifth, 1 sixth. Like, I'm rolling in spell slots, and I get 3 fucking Guiding Bolt ones for free, which is great. And then you have Earth Tremor and Earthbind. I kind of made her almost like, I tried to frame her off of celestial bodies. So like all of her stuff is like earth bending, pretty much, like Earth Tremor, Earthbind, Guiding Bolts, you know, radiant damage. You gotta have like Healing Word, Hold Person, but Spike Growth, you know, Spike Growth is a little bit more like earthy, that kind of thing. Moonbeam, you know, we're trying to work with celestial bodies here. Blight is interesting. I did choose like a 4th level necromancy spell for some reason. Erupting Earth is huge. Masculine Rune, Summon Fae, Sunbeam's huge. 68 damage. Cast that at it's a 6th level evocation, so you know. I'm trying not to have a lot of concentration spells. But unfortunately, a lot of them just are. Primal Savagery is huge. So it's fucking poison damage. And it's just literally like throwing claws. And the way that I explain like her changing form into like her starry form so she can use like the Guiding Bolt Archer stat is she wears a hood and a cloak most of the time. And so you see like underneath her cloak, or on her cloak, you have like a bunch of different constellations on the sleeves. And so what will happen is like that cloak will just fuse into her body. Those constellations will glow. Her skin will start to glow, and she'll like take the hood off and it'll turn into like golden white silk hair. And her eyes will become fucking entirely like sun, like miniature stars or suns, and her skin will glow and her hair will be Targaryen stark white, you know, like just like I love that description so much. Like that was one of the things that I loved doing when creating Jula, I think. But like you don't get to do these fun little things that are kind of out of the norm of D&D not that D&D is normal at all, but like the norm of like what a lot of people play, you know, your Battlemaster fighters, your fucking Eldritch Knights, you know. Get a little outside the box. Be a sword bard, you know? Don't be a fucking basic bitch, you know? The Baldur's Gatians, you know? The fucking high elf cleric. Be a sea elf that's a phantom rogue and also a warlock because he made a pact with the sea archfey. You know, like you can do so many different things. It's great to like become creative. I feel like a lot of people are actually getting more creative. I don't know. Can I go to my monster manual, please? Thank you. All right, so we need to find a new ghost goblin thing. So I'm thinking maybe we go a little bit more. I almost like looking at my encounters instead. Winter's Frozen Fountain. That was a good one. That was a little campaign that I did with my wife and my little brother. I'm trying to teach him how to do D&D. We don't need that encounter anymore, though. Cool. All right. So here's what I'm trying to do. Okay, we have all these. And get rid of that. Max CR, we're going to turn into like 20. Because we want to have some dope-ass types of monsters. I think we need to go almost fiend. Because I just feel like undead don't really have like a purpose. And the monsters of this one-shot need to have a purpose. My opinion. And so, like, to not have a purpose here, to not be doing something crazy would just be wasteful, in my opinion. And so we need to have, like, a pretty good... I don't know why I'm doing this when I want to go to the higher CRs to find the boss, and I could just do this, you know? Like, I don't know why I'm doing that. Bargrula. A pit fiend. They don't have legendary actions either. What the fuck's the point? How much damage are they doing? 2d8? Are you fucking joking? They can make 4 attacks, though. That's crazy. 3d10 on a tail attack. I don't know. I need... What are you? What are you, friend? Oh, you're sick. She's a summoner variant, so she can summon things. Summon demon once a day. You can do, like... a Hazos, a Glabios. Has a 50% chance of summoning blah, 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 blah. Or another Marlith. That would be crazy if I was just like, hey, you know that thing that you're fighting that's I'm making the boss? What if I just accidentally summoned one of these? That's crazy. Crazy. No, I wouldn't use that, though. Oh, this thing looks fucking crazy. What are you? Oh, yeah, dude. Look at this thing. He's a huge fiend, a Goristo. He can make 3 attacks, 2 with his fists and 1 with his hoof. Or he can use Gore. Charge. If the Goristro moves at least 15 feet straight toward a target and then hits it with a Gore attack, on the same turn, the target can do an extra 7d10 piercing damage. This thing does fucking damage, dude. Damage. Damage. And then it gets pushed 20 feet and knocked prone. This guy could be very interesting. Pair him up. So he's a 17, right? And he does a shit ton of damage, so he's definitely our melee boy. But hear me out. He's just like the fucking Minotaur that's being fucking... You know, the fucking... Not necessarily... Does he even... What's his intelligence score? Oh yeah, he's like fucking terrible at intelligence. So we can make him like the fucking evil monster that's being controlled by actual big bad boss. Which will make like... way less problematic, you know? Just like a itty bitty little devil, you know? Ain't nobody need to to worry about him. Or we could do like an actual just like character player. And I do have in my back pocket a fucking evil bard that I want to use, because I haven't ever played the bard class before, and I want to figure out a way to do it. But also, oh, he'd be so good. I don't even remember his name. I think I deleted him because I never thought I'd ever get to use him. And that's so dumb, because I could have just pulled him out of the wings. Did I keep him somewhere? I think I did. Hold on. Oh, Jesus. I'm getting absolutely assaulted by political ads lately. And none of my fucking shit is, like, picking it up and blocking it. Super annoying, chat. Not gonna lie to you. Super annoying. Alright, are we still in this bard theme? Okay, cool. Oh, some of these are kind of longer. I was like, how are we still in this playlist? Somehow we are. What is this horned devil? Oh, look at him. Look at him! Oh, he's got a decent int score. He could be smart. Does he have languages? He has infernal and telepathy. Ooh. Abyssal for the Garistro. He can multi-attack. His fork, his tail, his hurl flame. Hurl flame does fucking 46. So that's pretty sick. We could just maybe make the horned devil just... Hello, friends. I see you found my little pet. He was supposed to gore your entire village. Very interesting that you've come to stop him on his trek. This forest will be my queen's, if I have anything to say about it. But, like, who does he serve? Does he serve, you know, your standard great god, you know? Does he serve the one, the only, the fucking, Zariel? You know? Does she serve the Zariel, or does she serve, you know, the Baphomet? Or something crazier? Zariel. Oh, yes. Yes, Zariel, yes. I mean, she's badass. But I can't make them fight Zariel. Zariel is a fucking campaign ender boss. It would be fucking... Like, this is multiple level 20s. What is this? What does this L mean? Hello? L? What do you mean? Oh, she needs to be in her lair. They need to be, like, literally traveling through, Avernus. Avernus, Asmodeus admired Zariel's passion for war and offered her rulership of Avernus. She accepted his offer, and he transformed her into an archdevil. A devil. But yeah. So maybe we make like a bard. Like an evil satyr bard. Oh, I could make him again. I forget what the fuck his name was. Twisthoof. I don't know. I need to come up with like an evil name for him. But he needs to be like a satyr bard that like lived in and is like a member of the council or something like that. Like I can foresee how he becomes a little bit evil. He's communing with the archdevil Zariel, and Zariel is going to send him an army that comes out of the evil caves in the eastern wilds. You know, I think we can do that. I think we can do that very well. So we need to make this evil bad guy. Because one of the other things that I also do, I do standard, I think. Yep. Satyr Bard. What's his name? Pharaon. We'll go Pharaon for now. Do I have a file for him? I feel like I have a picture for him. I don't. That's criminal. That's really criminal. He deserved better. He deserved better. annoying. Milestone progression, manual HP, no encumbrance, ignore coin weight. We'll make this character public. We could do Farron Twisthoof. I don't like that one though very much. We'll do... He's got to have like a mystical name, chat. Like we can't have him like, you know. I don't know. What do we call him? We also need to figure out like what his character art is going to be. Canva. Canva has a really good AI art generator. I'm not going to lie to you. Like it's pretty sick. Why is it not opening? Download the app. Is there like an actual Canva? There's an actual Canva app. Pretty crazy. Didn't know that. Didn't know that. Didn't know that. Didn't feel it. Didn't know it. Create a design. We're gonna make a logo 500 by 500. Raw. Projects. Elements. Where does it go? Where does it be? AI image generator. There we go. Okay. Let's go. Evil Satyr. I need to cancel because I can't spell Satyr to save my life. Satyr. 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 How do you spell Satyr? He's gonna probably be a warlock. Satyr. God damn it. Satyr. Satyr. I mean, they're literally just making Satan. Devilish looking satyr in green and black robes. Generate again. Let's see if we can get something here. See if we can get something here, chat. We're waiting over here. Ooh. Okay, we want to base it kind of off this guy. No. Okay. We want this. Generate more like this. But I don't want him to have the green face. I like the robes. I like this sitting in the forest. He's definitely going to be an elder of the forest that I'm making. That's crazy. Don't make him a god. What are we doing here? Come on. Be something better. Be something better. Be something... Okay, we're getting there. Because, like, general idea here, right, folks, is we don't want him to have green skin. Like, I don't know where that's coming from. I really don't, which is kind of annoying. So, like, this is kind of what we're working with. Devilish looking pale-skinned satyr. Let's try that. Because, like, we want him... devilish looking pale skin satyr in green and black robes. We're getting there. With dark horns. Okay. Because we want the horns to not be green. That would just kind of be cringe. It's like we just took the paint bucket tool and dumped green on him. Ooh, we're getting there. This guy could be it. This guy right here could be it, chat. I'm actually gonna hit it with a generate more like this. Because we don't need like the full body. But like we're getting somewhere with this guy. He needs to not be fucking green tone skin, but we're getting there. Because he needs to be an elder, so he needs to be somebody that people like could think protect them. This I like a little bit better. We're getting there. I like this guy a little bit more, I still think. Because satyrs are supposed to be a little bit hairier. They're not supposed to have like flowing locks. They're like a little scruffy. What happened here? One result may not meet our policies, so generate again. Generate again based on this guy. We're getting somewhere. I like this one the most so far. I still don't know what his name is. This is the real problem here. You know. Ooh, I think we got him. I think we got him, boys. I think we got him. Ooh, I think it's there. I think it's there. It's still too green for me, but we could work with this. We can work with this, okay? So now we need to edit this guy. I need to kill this because I think we're going with this guy, right? Okay, so here's my thing. We need to go into like drawing tool. I almost want to make it like crystal white eyes here. Okay, so we need to zoom in a little bit. We need to hit him with some... Oof, this is such a terrible... I hate it all here. Control Z, Control Z. We'll hit it with a marker. We're going to hit him with some white. Okay, Control Z. Hate that. Okay. How do I change the fucking... Weight needs to be like a 1. Maybe a little bit, but like... You see where I'm going, chat? I don't know, maybe I'm fucking crazy. I think the green will do. We can get a little bit more descriptive in what's called? So I don't hate this. This is definitely him though. I think this is because he needs to have a little bit of youth, like young youth. Like look at America right now. We're fucking tired of fucking old people, so we're like 60 is better. You know. Okay, so we download this guy. What is his name though? What is his name, chat? I don't know. I don't know that we know what his name is. What's the name of somebody you trust? Farron. I think we're going to go Farron here. Blackhoof. Baron Blackhoof. We are rolling with that for now. We're rolling with that for now. Farron Blackhoof. We can change his name later, but that's what we're rolling with for now. Set portrait. Boom. Okay. So we need Satyr. Okay, so they're a Fae, they're medium, walking speed is 35, magic resistances. They have advantage on saving throws against spells, huge. Reveler, magic instrument. What do we think? We don't want to go pan flute, that's kind of boring. Drums is weird, bagpipes, bird pipes, weird. I think I like flute. Just a simple flute though. Nothing super crazy. Okay, so we're working Farron Blackhoof here. The question is what do we want him to be? Because I feel like Warlock makes sense. I want him to seem like maybe a sorcerer or a wizard. But really all of his magic is coming from, you know, a patron that we don't know. So I feel like we go Warlock. No, let's do Bard Warlock, because we wanted to make him a Bard, right? No, I feel like Warlock makes more sense here. I think we were more worried about making him a... whatchamacallit. So we'll make him a level 11 Bard. Proficiencies, let's do Arcana checks and Deception. Otherworldly Patron, we'll go Fiend. Because, you know, devils. Eldritch Invocations. Whispers from the Grave. We could go Agonizing Blast. Eldritch Spear. Eldritch Sight. Maybe we do Repelling Blast. Eldritch Sight's maybe not great. Armor of Shadows. You can catch mage armor yourself without expending a spell slot or material components. I love that. So that's good. Whispers from the Grave, I don't feel like we're going to need. One with the Shadows. Yes, I like one with the Shadows. That's good. Pact of the Tome. Patron gives you a grimoire called a Book of Shadows. When you gain this feature, choose 3 cantrips from the class level spell. Any class's spell list. The 3 needn't be from the same list while the book is on your person. No. Pact of the Blade. No. Pact of the Chain. No, I think Pact of the Tome makes sense. What do we want? I'm thinking probably something like Decaying, because at the source of this whole problem, right? The forest is dying and nobody can tell why. And eventually, like, the fiends are going to come in, you know, the archdevils are going to come in and they're going to take over this forest, because it's been a forest that has been protected by the goddess of life. I can't remember her name. She's a forest goddess, old god from D&D lore. Anyway, I can't remember her name right off the top of my head, but she essentially made this place because the fiends took over, like, their old forest. And so the goddess gave them refuge. All these refugees, they gave them a refuge in this forest and protected them by essentially illusionary magic. So they couldn't be found again. That magic is failing and things are becoming, you know, more frightening. So what I'm thinking is maybe Infestation. I would love to see this ability. Mites, fleas, and parasites that appear before you. Roll 1d4 for the direction. So 3d6 poison damage. And then maybe firebolt. Not frostbite. And primal savagery, because that's necrotic, right? Or poison. Acid. Okay, so maybe we go a little bit more acidic, because this is poison damage. Hmm. Toll the Dead. You point at a creature you see within range, and the sound of a dolorous bell fills the air around you. Target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 1d8 necrotic. If the target is missing any of its hit points, it instead takes 1d12. Yeah, we're taking Toll of the Dead. Yeah, so I think those all kind of fit. Primal Savagery, Pact of the Tome, Infestation, Toll of the Dead. Those all make sense. We did Eldritch Invocations already. Ability score improvement, we gotta give him... I think we give him a feat here, and we just roll decent. We get... No, yeah, we give him Fey Touched. I really like Fey Touched. Yeah, because he gets Misty Step out of that. I really like that. We'll give him a Charisma boost here, and then we'll give him... Do we give him Tasha's? I think we give him Tasha's. Or do we give it Bane? I think we do Bane. I like Bane a lot, actually. So that's pretty sick. Ability score improvement. Dark One's on luck. Starting at 6th level, you can call on your patron to alter the fate in your favor. You can make an ability check or saving throw. You can use this feature to add a d10 to your roll. You can often... Yeah. We're going to do ability score improvement here. We're going to do... Dex and Riz. Because we want to be at 20 Riz. Like, I want to roll a 20. Or an 18. Mystic Arcanum. At 11th level, your patron bestows upon you a magical secret called an Arcanum. Choose one 6th level spell from the Warlock spell list as this Arcanum. You can cast your Arcanum spell once without expending a spell slot. You must finish a long rest before you can do so again. What does Soul Cage do? The spell snatches the soul of a humanoid as it dies and traps it inside a tiny cage. That would be crazy if I was just like, I have your friend now forever. That's crazy. Okay, hold on. What does Soul Cage actually do? I need to know what Soul Cage does. Like, details. The spell snatches the soul of a humanoid as it dies and traps it inside the tiny cage you use for the material component. A stolen soul remains inside the cage until the spell ends or until you destroy the cage, which ends the spell. While you have a soul inside a cage, you can exploit it in any ways described below. You can use a trapped soul up to 6 times. Once you exploit a soul for the 6th time, it is released and the spell ends. While the soul is trapped, the dead humanoid it came from cannot be revived. You can use a bonus action to drain vigor from the soul and gain 2d8 hit points. You can ask the soul a question. You can use a bonus action to bolster yourself with the soul's life experience, making your next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw with advantage. Eyes of the Dead, you can use it as an action to name a place the humanoid saw in life. Yeah, so I'm just going to be using it as steal life the whole time. What is Tasha's Otherworldly Guise? You are immune to fire and poison damage, or radiant and necrotic. You are immune to poison condition, or charmed condition. Spectral wings appear on your back, giving you a flying speed of 40. You have a +2 bonus to your AC. This is way better. Arcane Gate. You created linked teleportation portals that remain open for the duration. You choose 2 points on the ground that you can see, 1 point within 10 feet of you, and the other point within 500 feet of you. Interesting. Any creature or object entering the portal exits from the other portal as if the two were adjacent to each other. No effect. Flesh to stone. You attempt to turn one creature as you see into stone. Made of flesh, the creature must make a Constitution saving throw. On the failed save, it is restrained as its flesh begins to harden. On a successful save, the creature isn't affected. A creature restrained by the spell must use another Constitution saving throw at the end of each of its turns. If it successfully saves against the spell 3 times, the spell ends. If it fails, it saves 3 times. It is turned to stone and subject to petrified condition for the duration. The successes and failures do not need to be consecutive. Keep track of both until the target collects 3 of a kind. If the target is physically broken while petrified, it suffers from similar deformities if it reverts back to its original state. Jesus Christ. If you maintain concentration on the spell for the entire possible duration, the creature is turned to stone and the effect is removed. I love Soul Cage just because it's fucking such a manipulator of the mind. But it doesn't make any sense to not have Tasha's Unworldly Guise. It just doesn't make any sense. Standard Array. We're going to go 15 on the Riz. 12 Strength, 14 Con, 13 Intelligence, 10 Wisdom, 8 Dex. And that means I have a what on a Riz score? I have a 17 on Riz. See, I don't like using Standard Array. Let's manually roll these bitches. 8, fuck that. 11, fuck that. We're going to reset this group, I have a feeling, chat. We are not going to... That's 17 we love. 11. That was our only high roll, though. Yeah, we reset this group. We take that, though. Oh my god, disgusting. Yeah, we reset that group, sorry. 12 we take. That's a 17. We take those. I think we have to take this one, no matter what it is. That 10 is probably going to go into strength. That 14 we keep. 13 we keep. And that's another 14. Okay, so 17 goes to Riz. The 10 is probably going to go to Strength. 14 to Con, 14 to Wiz, 13 to Int, 12 to Dex. Apply scores. I have a 19 Riz. Everything else is kind of mid. Tough. Language. We definitely know... whatever the fiend language is, Infernal. Wanted one. Investigation and Survival. Choose language. We'll go Abyssal and Draconic. We ignore those until I write notes for them. Equipment. We're gonna go Dagger here. I feel like Dagger hits the best. Yeah. Arcane Focus. We'll do a Staff. Scholar's Pack. Add all this to my starting equipment. We use that. We use that. We wield the dagger. Okay. Alright, let's view our character sheet. I need to give myself one more weapon because the d4 of damage I use if I'm not... Oh, the staff, I guess, is also a melee weapon. Yeah, it's fine. And most of our shit is spells anyway. Armor class is 11. That's crazy. Where's my inventory? I need some level of armor that I'm proficient in, and that is common. We're not crazy. It's an armor class 11. Armor class 11. Studded leather is 12. Let's do studded leather. Add to equipment. We hit that pretty damn hard. That gives us a 13. And then what does mage armor for free give us? Becomes 13 plus its dex modifier. Plus 1, so 14. Tough. 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 I think this is the best we can do, though. Spells, we need to manage spells. Let's go look at our add spells. A couple of cantrips here we can use. We obviously take Eldritch Blast. Toll the Dead. Infestation. We got another one. I don't know where it went. We do Mind Sliver. I could have sworn we picked a different one, though. Okay, so we already have Infestation. So I don't need to get that one again, because we already have Toll of the Dead. So I already have, and that Primal Savagery is the other one. Okay, so I can get other ones, which I think we go Mind Sliver, Minor Illusion. Do a Minor Illusion. We probably do Chill Touch. Get one more. Sword Burst, Prestidigitation, Poison Spray, Mind Illusion. I don't know, chat. What do we think? I could do Green Flame Blade. Maybe Green Flame Blade. Yeah, let's do Green Flame Blade. I was looking at it earlier. I was like, fuck it. We ball, you know? Alright, go to first level spell slots. How many spell slots do I have of each? I have 5 5th level pack magic spells. Witch Bolt. We get Misty Step for free already. And we already get that 6th level spell for free. How many fucking packs do I get? I get 3 pack spells. Man, we gotta make Eldritch Blast work. Counterspell. We have to hit Counterspell. How many do I get? 11? Infernal Calling. What is this? Uttering a dark indication, you summon a devil from the 9 hells. You choose the devil's type, which can challenge rating 6 or lower. I think we do that. If we absolutely need it. Because I feel like the one that I'm bringing is going to be plenty. Summon Greater Demon. Yeah, I think we just... Blight. Do we have Blight already? No, we have Bane. Yeah, necrotic damage, baby. We love doing fucking icky, sticky damage. Scorching Ray. Alright, chat. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. And then we'll talk some more. I'm gonna make sure we're on a proper audio. Oh, we're at the very end of the Bard Tale series. This is great. This is great. This is great. This is great. This is what we wanted. And then we go... Let's go Dark and Horror. That seems scary. Alright, I'll see you guys in a minute. gets easier, chat. Never, not once. Oh, it never gets easier, chat. Okay, so I have a laundry issue I need to deal with, but that can happen after stream. Okay, so we have Farron Blackhoof. We love to see it. Let's talk about him some more. What did we get? We got a couple of level 1s, level 2s. We got Counterspell, we got Blight. How many do we have left? 6? We get Misty Step for free. So there's no reason to get Misty Step. We could do Cloud of Daggers. We could do Vampiric Touch. I like that one a lot too. Let's do Hold Person. I do like Cloud of Daggers. Let's do Cloud of Daggers too. What am I missing on level 1 that I think I might need? Not really anything. I got Witch Bolt, which I think is like the biggest one. Fireball. Easy. What is Hunger of Hadar? Intellect Fortress. Intellect Fortress might be a good thing because we're playing with a real dumb guy. We could do Banishment as well. I think Banishment is a great 4th. Alright, so that's all of our spells. So you got Mind Sliver, Primal Savagery, Toll of the Dead. Really good basic damage. Where the fuck? I was gonna say Eldritch Blast, Green Flame Blade, Infestation, Chill Touch. Like all of those are gonna be really great. And then we have like a bunch of really good, my opinion, like really good. We have a lot of concentration spells in here, which I'm not really feeling great about. We got Tasha's Otherworldly Guise, which is a concentration, which we're probably gonna use regardless. Counterspell, easy. Mage Armor for free, Bane for Fey Touched, and Misty Step. What? How many times do I get those? Dark One's Own Luck, that's a different thing. Tasha's Otherworldly Guys I only get once. Where are the other ones? Where is... Is it just at will all the time? Oh, Bane and Misty Step aren't. They're 1s. I guess the other ones are at will all the time, so that's pretty fucking sick. You can cast Mage Armor on yourself at will without expending a spell. Yeah, it's just literally you do it. Congrats. Yeah, so it's pretty sick. But you get 1 for Misty Step and 1 for Bane, so that's fine. That is based, in my opinion. Okay, so we have Farron Blackhoof, who's our evil little guy. And I think at the end of the day, like the biggest thing that we need to figure out is like what's his lore, right? What's his reasoning for existing? And I think his reasoning for existing is he was definitely probably part of some cult, right? That was like, hey, at some point we need to like fight back. We've gotten our strength back. And we take out the Infernals, you know, who destroyed our home and that kind of thing. He was definitely more of like he was not opposed to like going back and fighting for their old home. Like this was a nice temporary barrier, but everybody's more, you know, I'm willing to stay here forever. You know, we're safe here. And they got really, really okay with that, and he didn't. And so I feel like that is kind of his idea of, oh, I hate that. I hate that we're, you know, complacent in the atrocities that were occurring to us. We're hiding in fear of the people that tried to end it all, you know? And so I feel like that grows resentment over time. And a lot of these spirits can, you know, live longer because of their safety. And so over the years, he goes a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And so as that happens, I feel like he starts trying to figure out a way to fight the Infernal. And in so doing, he is actually able to commune with them. And they're able to kind of convince him to join them instead of actually, you know, doing what he wanted to do, which is destroy them. And here we are in this world where he's like, oh my God, I hate it. But also, if they're willing to be complacent, aren't they the bad guys? Aren't they the evil people? We need to give him something even harder to lose, probably like a family member of some kind, probably his wife. I wouldn't say kid, because if he had a kid, he trumps that and their safety every single time, you know? He doesn't get rid of that, you know, for personal gain. So I feel like that's kind of where we sit with him, maybe a little bit. And we're like, hey, buddy, you gotta hate the world and everything in it. And I think we can get him to do that pretty easily. So I think that's Farron Blackcliff. You know, I think we come up with a different name for him, but I think that's his backstory, and that's what we base the strategy and the murder and the evil off of, right? And I think that fits so well. Like, I think that does exactly what we needed to do. God, he's so sinister. That's great. I actually love that a lot for him. Yeah. Oh, dude, this is a really good song for him. This is a really good song. It's called Candyland. That's crazy. Whisper in the Dark. What's that sound like? The Necromancer. I like that better. No, that's like I Am Evil. I want it to be Twisted. The Phantom. You see, I like that better because this is like, you know, because like if you take this from being in a minor key to a major key, it's da 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 da. You know, now it's da 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 da. It's like it's got the same vibe to me as Lavender Town in Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow. Of like, this is where all of the Pokemon are laid to rest, but that's pretty fucking creepy. Like some Pokemon have died here, you know. And so I think that's pretty fun. Yeah, I think he has like a lot of resentment. I think he has a lot of, we could have fixed this problem and nobody will ever have to deal with it again. But if you're unwilling to protect others and the rest of our families and just let them rage against the world, perhaps they're the evil ones. And you're just resistant to the call of the Infernal. And so I feel like I think that's where he gets his evil, tortured backstory. That's actually really good. I'm gonna write that down. We'll make him the only remaining elder of the old guard. Okay. Baron Blackhoof. The eldest, the last of the remaining elders of the old forest, and oldest member of the existing council. So Farron Blackhoof, the last of the remaining elders of the old forest, and the oldest member of the existing council, is a taller than average satyr. Can't spell satyr to save my life. Gonna have to change that. Let's write this in a Word doc so that you guys can follow along with me. Word doc. I need to get his voice down too. I need to get his voice down pretty good. Why am I not? Oh, dude, I am Mac OSing myself to death right now. I work on Mac OS all day for work, and it's literally... Why is it not copying any text? Hello? Yeah, dude. What's going on here? Command C. Or comment. Okay, there we go. It just really didn't like how I held the control button, I guess. Crazy. Farron Blackhoof, the last of the remaining elders from the old guard. We'll throw his image in here too. Remove, upload from computer. Bam. Just so we can keep thinking about him as we do. I like this a lot. We'll call it backstory. Let me figure out how to get you to this page, because I'm dumb and haven't streamed in forever. Okay. We'll do a little bit deeper of a zoom here. Maybe a little bit more. Just so we get the vibe. Baron Blackhoof, the last of the remaining elders. And I don't know what it is about this for me, but I enjoy having a fun font. Permanent marker is not what I would say is a fun font. Nope. Add more fonts. Come on, there's gotta be like a... Lobster's dumb, I hate lobster. I like rowdies. Two rowdies. Farron Blackhoof, the last of the remaining elders of the Old Forest, and the oldest member of the existing council, is a taller than average satyr with stark green eyes full of wisdom and torture. Torture. Can't spell to save my life. He typically can be seen wearing black cloaks with green detailing. Long black hair. Black gray. Brack? Black and gray hair. And facial hair. He can typically be seen wearing black cloaks with green detailing. Brown, black, deep, dark brown horns that have been less well kept as of late. He typically can be seen wearing black clothes and green detailing. As an elder of the Old Forest, he helped lead the charge to protect the refugees. As an elder of the Old Forest, he helped lead the charge to protect the refugees, lead the defense charge to protect the refugees as they escaped to the new forest created by... I need to find her name. It's probably in my docs, actually. Let's look at the doc. One-shot document. I have an entire fucking one-shot document still in Adobe Photoshop, which I just drew up, which half of is gonna have to get destroyed now. Eldith. Eldath. In the process of that protection, he was unable to save... Do we make him gay for gay's sake? No, save his wife from the onslaught of infernal slaughter. Lot of lots there. Unrelenting. Surge of infernal slaughter. As an elder of the Old Forest, he helped lead the defense charge to protect the refugees as they escaped to the new forest created by Eldath. In the process of that protection, he was unable to save his wife from the unrelenting surge of infernal slaughter. He became lost after that fight and has never truly been as he was before. He is able to mask well and perform his duties as elder, but has taken the unpopular stance that they should create an army now that they have safety. He became lost after that fight and has never truly been as he was before. He is able to mask well and perform his duties as elder, but has taken the unpopular stance that they should create an army now that they have safety to fight back for not only their old forest, but for the peace of the realm. So that the infernal surge can be pushed back to the 9 hells. He became lost after the fight and was never truly the same as he was before. He's able to mask well and perform his duties as elder, but has taken an unpopular stance that they should create an army. Should create an army now that they have safety, so that they can fight back for not only their old forest, but for the peace of the realm, so that the infernal surge can be pushed back to the 9 hells. This idea is rejected by... God damn it. I had a water droplet on my freaking... thing, hold on. I had a water droplet on my finger. So it got damp, and I didn't want it to damage, hence the A's. This idea was rejected by the refugees, and he became almost seen as a heretic toward what's her name? Eldith. As his mind became riddled. I don't know how to spell. Riddled with grief. The idea was rejected by refugees, and he became almost seen as a heretic towards Eldith. As his mind became riddled with grief, he sought to find a way to destroy the infernal army. But in doing so was manipulated by the leader of the Avernus cause. What's her name? Zariel. The idea was rejected by the refugees, and he became almost seen as a heretic towards Eldith. As his mind became riddled with grief, he sought to find a way to destroy the infernal army, but in doing so was manipulated by the leader of the Avernus cause, Zariel. What can I say here? She was able to convince him that the forest dwellers were too weak to attack her. But didn't show any remorse or courage to take them back on. She swayed him to showcasing that weakness as callous and as malicious intent against the dead he fought so hard to protect. This turned his heart away from the forest and toward vengeance for their weakness in saving his wife. To sweeten the deal, what's endowed him? Endowed him with power he never thought he could wield, becoming his patroness. Becoming his patroness. She also inferred that she may be able to bring his wife back if he helps her gain control the forest and the realm. Okay. So, let me read this to make sure it makes sense in my brain. Baron Blackhoof, the last of the remaining elders of the Old Forest and oldest member of the existing council, is a taller than average satyr with stark green eyes full of wisdom and torture. Long black and gray hair and facial hair, deep dark brown horns that have been less well kept as of late. He can be typically seen wearing black cloaks with green detailing. As an elder of the Old Forest, he helped lead the defense charge to protect the refugees as they escaped to the new forest created by Eldith. In the process of that protection, he was unable to save his wife from the unrelenting surge of infernal slaughter. He became lost after the fight and had never truly been as he was before. He was, however, able to mask well. He was, however, able to mask well and perform his duties as elder, but has taken the unpopular stance. Ooh, this is a crazy song. Hold on. Oof, gross. Master of the Dead. Let's try that. There we go. A little bit more heinous. He became lost after the fight, and he has never truly been as he was before. He was, however, able to mask well and perform his duties as elder, but has taken the unpopular stance that the refugees should create an army, now that they have safety, so that they can fight back for not only their old forests, but the peace of the realm, so that the infernal surge can be pushed back to the Nine Hells. The idea was rejected by the refugees, and he became almost as seen as a heretic towards Eldith and her grace. As his mind became riddled with grief, he sought to find a way to destroy the Infernal Army, but in so doing was manipulated by the leader of the Avernus cause, Zariel. She was able to convince him that the forest dwellers were too weak to attack her, but didn't show any remorse or courage to take them back on. She swayed him by showcasing that weakness as malicious intent against the dead he fought so hard to protect. This turned his heart away from the forest and towards vengeance for their weakness in saving his wife. To sweeten the deal, she endowed him with power that he never thought he could wield, becoming his patroness. She also inferred that she may be able to bring his wife back if he helps her gain control of the forest and the realm. And that, ladies and gentlemen, seems like a very good start to a story for our dear boy Farron Blackhoof, who I will now copy-paste into his backstory here. There we go. Oh, we don't need this part. We didn't need that. Okay, we can go ahead and add that to the dictionary. We can add this to the dictionary. We can add Aldath to the dictionary. Zariel to the dictionary. Swayed. Persuaded. We'll do persuaded. Nice. I think that's a fucking fantastic backstory, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna backspace a couple of these, because it doesn't need to be that huge of a thing. But that's a good backstory. I think that's a fantastic backstory for Farron Blackhoof. And just what he's able to do. I think this is a really good start especially for the backstory of the realm. It allows just little nuggets of stuff that we can use to build the culture of the forest and stuff like that. Again, I don't think the forest is necessarily terrible, but this is definitely a good like negative viewpoint of what the forest is and what its people are about. And so I think that gives us a really good opportunity to have like, okay, here's, you know, the anti and the good anti, you know, for like what's going on here. So overall, really, really good. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I think this is overall a really solid, I don't know, character creation. But you tell me. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I think that's it for the stream, though, guys. It's been a really, really good time. I'm going to make a short about this for sure, I think, because it's a really good story. Yeah, I think that's it. Thanks so much for hanging out, and I'll, you know, see you guys in the next one. Bye.